Carol Kane is on the other end of our AT&T line on a very busy morning, host of CBS's Michigan Matters, and writes for the Free Press, typically about politics, but you're on the bandwagon tonight for Monday Night Football with an exclusive with quarterback Matthew Stafford. Welcome to the program.
Michael, Patrick, how you doing on this Monday?
How did that curly-headed fella treat you?
Well, actually it came out of remember when the Boston Marathon bombing took place last year? He did a PSA for us, for a CBS corporate, and I talked with them about doing the show at some point, so we've been talking about it and finally decided to do it with the start of the new season. So he was with me yesterday on the show, and I wrote for the Detroit Free Press a big takeout about him, talking about the team, his role, and what life post-football might look like.
Oh, my gosh, you're already talking about retirement for Matthew Stafford? We just got done talking about retirement for Jim Haveman, but he's in his 60s.
Well, but you always have to have a game plan going forward thing. And actually, when I asked him, we first started the conversation, he said, hey, look, I'm only 26 years old. But as we started talking about, what-if possible things, I think like all quarterbacks who have the gift of gab, talking about maybe doing sports commentating at some point. Jeez. He mentioned he might like to start a foundation for kids to help kids. He's so good with the public. He's so good with people and so humble and such a gracious person that I didn't get a chance to ask him. I kicked myself after. I wanted to ask him if he ever thought about politics, because if he wanted to, again, he said, I want to play another 10, 11 years if everything works out accordingly here. But at some point down the road at 26, you have to think about 45 and 50, what you might do.
Well, he's getting married to the girl that he dated in college, so that says something right there. If you can get the big money, go into the league, and still hang on to her, without getting caught up in the bright lights of it all. And but he's a soft-spoken kind of fella.
He is, and we talked about his leadership style inside, as a leader of the team, the quarterback, in the huddle. He said, listen, people hear me loud and clear there. I'm not someone who does a lot of smack talk on the sideline sort of thing. He talks in the huddle, and he just describes himself as he leads by example, as he told me. But
does he seem to like Jim Caldwell, the new coach?
Oh, yeah, he's really impressed. We talked a lot about that, with the new, the offensive game plan that he has, and Joe Lombardi, the offensive coordinator, and working with him. I mean, everybody knows that Matthew Stafford has a great arm.
How about that? Carol Kane, a chick talking football. Did I say that out loud? It's CBS's Michigan Matters and Freep.com. Good luck tonight. Enjoy the game.